Warning, the following video might contain some moments that might be too disturbing for some younger viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. I recently played a hack of the first Sonic game. My parents told me I had to clean my bedrooms, so I did. I was putting away some of my books and looked under my bed to see a cartridge for the Sega Genesis. My brother, who was dead, had probably owned it before. I hadn't had any item in memory of my brother, so I was ecstatic when I found it. Luckily, I also have a Sega Genesis my brother got me. The game cartridge was of the first Sonic game. It was really dusty, so I wipe it off. I insert it into my Genesis and pick up my controller. The title screen shows Sonic doing the little, making a fist, pointing his index finger up. I think people know that. The title screen cut to black for a good 10 seconds. I spawned in as Knuckles. The level's name was Blue Peak. It showed I guess, version of the Green Hill Zone. I don't think Blue Peak was Act 1, and I don't know if I should spawn as Knuckles. Not entirely sure, but I think he appears in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Knuckles started to go right upon my button commands. He walked for what seemed like a while, then there was a layout similar to Green Hill Zone. The Blue Peak area started to fade into the green grass and Green Hill. Side note, I'm not even sure if Blue Peak is connected to Green Hill. Look, I haven't played Sonic in a while. A dialog box appeared on the top of the screen saying, Green Hill? Is someone messing with me? I suppose that was Knuckles, but not entirely sure. Then Knuckles stopped walking. He looked forward. Turned out Sonic was in front of Knuckles. He was walking towards the red echidna calmly, while Knuckles had a scared look on his face. Sonic didn't look like his usual blue self. Instead, his eyes were gray, with no pupil fins. His nose was white, with purple liquid dripping down the top of it. His fur was a dark purple and spiky. His hair spines were sorta facing up. They were not heading downward. No. They were more like in the middle of going up or down. His ghost was spiky, with gray dust covering them. A big X was on his chest. His mouth was closed. I look at the dark version of Sonic. He kind of looked like that other creepy Sonic with the red eyes. I told a card, which shook violently, abruptly covered the screen and said, Run. The text being light purple. It disappeared as quickly as it arrived. I started moving in the opposite direction of Sonic. Knuckles freaking out, like little water droplets were dropping from his head. Like it is when cartoon characters are scared. I had to go down hills, which weren't there before, and jump upwards when there was a platform above me. I know that if Knuckles stopped running, even for 1 second, I was going to die. That's what motivated me. Eventually, I got to the end, and Knuckles appeared at the Master Emerald. He fainted. I was shocked. I was shocked. I don't think this happens in a Sonic game. I turned off the Genesis, but it won't let me. A sound came from the device, so I looked at it, and what I saw made me jump back in fright. Willow, you're next. I don't care what that message meant. I don't care. I do not. Due to curiosity, I continued playing. I could not play as Sonic. Sonic started to roam what looked like a forest. The trees were black. The background was a dull gray. The floor was dark green. Sonic walks very slowly. None of his overconfident self in him. His hands were at his sides, one of them holding the head of Tails. Tails, where'd he go? I didn't get to play as him. Now I had to play as a worn-out blue hedgehog. Tails' head was completely black, maybe blacker than the trees were. Sonic stopped, and his feet started doing a spin, which meant he was going to run. It looked like he had gone completely insane. He started running faster and faster. His face showed a crazy smile that was really wide. And then suddenly, he ran into the wall. Sonic didn't seem to care. He still attempted to run, as if he wanted to go through the wall. Sonic fainted it, and the game restarted. Help. 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 I look at the screen, and the title starts to replay again. I breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe the game can start as a normal game. After Sonic wiggled his finger for 2 seconds, the title started glitching out. Instead of the usual Sonic the Hedgehog logo on the banner, it showed the inhabitants of this world vanished without a trace. The screen turned off. Luckily, nothing bad happened to me. Until I got the cartridge from the Genesis and threw it in the trash, hopefully never to be seen. I still play Sonic games, but I'll never play any games from under my bed. And also, someone's going to find that darn cartridge. I just hope they never play it. So that was Phunphase, a Sonic Creepypasta. And my thoughts on it? It's kind of good. You know, at least it's not as cliche and actually tried a bit different than the Sonic.exe story, which I have read a long time ago. So, this is felt different, especially the Sonic design. Like, and this creepypasta is a bit more creative than the typical Sonic with red eyes trope that I designed. So yeah, and also no the last fan after like the protagonist play that hacked Sonic game is the happiness of this world vanished without a trace, which kind of a bit creepy in no sense. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and I think every critters in Sonic World will just vanish without trace. So that's kind of a little bit creepy. So yeah, since probably you have no idea you know like what type of hack games you can experience and what's gonna happen to these characters, which it's it's kind of interesting. Don't have anything else to say, but you know, kind of a good creepypasta. Despite some cliches. Like player finds a cartridge that belongs to like one of their relatives. Like a sibling and such. So yeah. So anywho, I just hope you guys enjoyed this creepypasta reading video, and also happy early 31st birthday to Sonic the Hedgehog. So that's the reason why I'm like releasing this like a few days before Sonic's birthday as of recording this. So yeah. So anywho, like and comment this video and subscribe more content. So this is Mr. Freddy here, and I hope you have a very good day. So bye.